I work in the City of Melbourne and at the time was working here at the North Melbourne Rec Centre. A colleague, Natalie East, who came to me with the idea, we're always trying to do things that are different, a little bit unique and novel, and support a good cause. And she came with the idea that we had a perfect venue for something like the MS Mega Swim. We both had people in our lives who suffer from MS, and subsequently it was a cause that was close to our hearts. But we really figured that the facility was a perfect venue to draw people down and attract them, and it was an event that we'd get a lot of interest in and people behind it because of the camaraderie that it would generate.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a little bit easy for us because we both work at the venue, so weren't too many people we had to go through to get it done. I think the greatest barrier was trying to explain to people what is actually involved in the event, and when people think the MS Mega Swim, they think that you have to be an incredible swimming athlete to do it, but it's not the case. Even if you can just float up and down the pool on your back, then it's really easy to get involved, and I think once we broke down those barriers with our members, then it was really easy. And as soon as we decided that we were going to do the Mega Swim, North Melbourne staff particularly were fantastic. We had 3 teams last year and we have 4 teams this year. So that's a mix of staff and members.
We have staff volunteering their time as lifeguards overnight. Again, that wasn't difficult to organise. It's not something we have to do a great deal towards because they're self-motivated. You get such a feeling of goodwill from participating. It's such a novel activity. It's not something you can do day to day. And so as such an experience. So look, it's not something we find it's difficult to motivate the staff that they want to. It was, to be honest, really hard the first year to have any sort of idea what to aim for. We really didn't know what the interest and uptake would be like. We'd heard big things from MS Australia in terms of how popular these events were, but we really didn't know. So in working with them, we picked $10,000 as our target last year for our first year, and we smashed it. We made 20, and we made that relatively simply just with 6 teams. So for the next year, we were aiming a lot higher. We said 20 for the following year, thinking if we had the same amount of teams, that was definitely a realistic target, and we'd hope to beat that. We beat that really early on. We're over 35,000 now. So it's a fantastic event for having the fundraising goal because fundraising brings people so together. So it's a nice event in that respect. It's not hard to raise funds for.
We have a lot of local companies helping us today, whether it's just donating sausages, donating the bread, or we've got some local physios coming down to do some massages for the participants. When people think about getting involved in charity events, it seems like it's going to be a bit of a burden on them, but it's not. It's the really small and insignificant things that help the most. In a local community like this, there's so many businesses that have pitched in and gotten us to where we are.
City of Melbourne's really about community involvement and generating community participation and giving back, and so subsequently they're incredibly grateful for the fact that we've taken on such a fantastic cause. In terms of allowing us to do what we do, allowing us to use the facility in this way, they don't put significant restrictions on it. They let us put in place what we need to put in place to do the fundraising and to run the event. Very happy to help us promote it. Today we have a councillor coming down to open the event. We have support from our division and branch. So they just see it as such a fantastic cause and a fantastic support for the community as a whole that it's wonderful that they allow us to have the facility to do this sort of thing.
If you are thinking about getting involved in the MS Mega Swim, you should definitely do it. MS Australia are a fantastic organisation. People think that events like this are really difficult to organise, but it's their staff that make this so easy, and really it hasn't been a burden on us at all. It's something that we look forward to every single year, and we've developed a great relationship with them. They're great people, so get involved in it.
I still can't really believe how much it's taken off, and personally how much, I guess, good feeling that's been generated that I've recognised and both felt myself in being involved. I highly recommend any facility getting involved and any individual getting involved. We have a family team this year, and I think it's been absolutely fantastic and how the event's brought us together from different parts of Victoria and everyone coming. So I just think where there's an opportunity to get involved in the MS Mega Swim, definitely should do it.